YouTube. Today I'm going to be taking a look at A Day to Remember, Common Courtesy. Got the CD/DVD copy here and the vinyl copy. Alright, so let's take a look at the CD first. It's pretty cool. I love the artwork. I love how all that works out. The CD and the DVD aren't actually in here because they're currently both in a different player from where I was using them. But, you know, DVD would be on this side and the CD would be on this side. And it's cool artwork, really comic feeling, really pop punkish. Yeah, so the DVD is some episodes from Common Courtesy, the series. If you haven't seen that, it's on YouTube. Check it out. It's pretty funny. And okay, so this is being the physical copy, has the bonus tracks, Leave All the Lights On, Good Things, and same book but never the same page. Really good album. It's really solid. It's probably my favorite album they've put out. I think a lot of people agree it's probably their best album so far. I mean, I love all their other stuff, but it's just really cool. Self-released, you know, the whole conflict with Victory Records, so this wasn't released on that label. Yeah, let's have a look at the booklet here. Well, it's kind of hard to get out because you'll see why in a second. There we go. It's because it gets hung on this. It's a cutout. So that would be the background of the logo, and it has this, you know, it's pretty cool fold out. Has the lyrics and all the songs, and of course the credits and the thank yous and all that on there. It's pretty cool. Really, I like having CDs of albums. I think it's cool. It's like a mini portable thing. It's not as convenient as an MP3, but it's a cool thing to have, you know, so I'll pick those up when I can. Yeah, there's that. And the vinyl, this is really cool. It's just one album, you know, but it comes on actually 4 discs. I think each disc has 4 of the tracks on it. And the inside has that same kind of, let me get a look at this, same kind of pop punky comic book feel, which is really cool. It says buy more junk and has the Victory Records. It's kind of a cool thing they put in here. It's like sign a contract like all they want is money, kind of a reference to the whole conflict they had. Let's take a look at the actual discs. And just like the CD, this is a cutout. So when you pull out the album sleeve for sides A and B, which would be the first 8 tracks, you kind of get that. And then on the back it has a track listing with all the lyrics on it. It's kind of hard to read. It's really small, but whatever. And to the disc itself, it comes on this kind of red marbly type thing. It's really cool looking. It's probably one of the most good looking, probably the best looking record I have, honestly. So there's that. It's pretty sweet, honestly. Let's go ahead and sit that back in there. Yeah, my wrist is kind of fractured. So slide that back in. And the artwork takes shape. Onto the back of the record, it has just a standard track listing. It has the 13 original tracks and the bonus 3 tracks listed. To the next side of the album, sides. This is actually, on the record it says sides C and D, which I think is kind of cool. It has a photograph of the band members, you know, it's really kind of a traditional, here we are, type pose, you know, in your face, metal. Yeah, and in the back it has more credits and another listing, the credits for each song, credits, and the thank yous for the album are actually on this sleeve. So sides C and D, you know, same thing with the album, just the same kind of design. Really cool looking, really cool looking. I love what they did with it. So yeah, there's that. So really cool copies. I don't know if there's a limit on them or not. It doesn't have it printed on the box, but I read somewhere there was. I don't remember. For this particular one, I don't remember. But yeah, so it's really sweet stuff. Here we go. The album, like I said, it's a really great album. Highly recommend it. My favorite track on this album, I don't know, honestly. I'd probably say Sometimes You're the Hammer, Sometimes You're the Nail. It's a really good one. Also, this Dead and Buried song is really heavy. It's probably one of the heaviest ones. I Remember is a really cool track because the song itself is really good, you know, talks about their history of their band and their memories, where they've come from, how far they've come. And then the second half of the track is them talking in the studio, which is really cool, talking about stuff that happened while they were a band. You kind of get a feel for, you know, the guys. But yeah, it's the album in general, it was actually recorded in Jeremy McKinnon's studio in his house. So that's kind of cool. So they made self-produced and released this album, which is really great. It's really interesting, kind of cool, different thing to do, you know, now that they're independent. Well, technically they still owe Victory or another record, but that's a different story. But this record independently released, it's really cool. It says ADTR Records, which I guess they had to have a label on it, so just why not use their self-label. Yeah, it's really good. This song, The End of Me, I know has gotten radio play, which is kind of neat. You kind of get their music out there a little more. Yeah, it's another interesting track would be City of Ocala, which, you know, traditionally a Dead Remember has kind of looked on their hometown negatively in their songs. Just think of All Signs Point to Lauderdale, all that. But this is actually more of a positive light, which is cool. It's kind of, the whole album really is a theme of them moving on, growing up, you know, where they've come from, where they're going. It's really neat, really cool album, really good. Probably one of the better albums I've actually heard. This, one of the recent albums that's come out by any band. It's probably one of the better ones. So I'd highly recommend it. It's a really great album to pick up, you know. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Be sure to let me know what you think in the comments of the album, the CD and the vinyl copies. What you think of those. And what you think of this review. So, thanks. We'll see you later.